Rocket Man drop on the green. Rocket Man got your man. Rocket Man fly to Japan. Rocket Man, he don't ever land. Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man never out of gas. Rocket Man another bag. Rocket Man too bad. Rocket Man whip too fast. Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man racks in my pocket, man. Diamonds they dripping like Aquaman. My life is sweet like a chocolate. I do not with them operatives. Think I might start a monopoly, ooh. Think I might buy me an Ivy League school. Mom couldn't buy me the popular shoes. Now I can get her a proper masseuse. I'm on a whole nother league, money on level Vegeta. Super Saiyan, you are not who they believe. Faking like you are Medea. I'm just saying, I'm a couple of beans trying to make peace in Korea. Got me up like a Lisi, freaky like, oh my God. Rocket Man, like it's Rotterdam. New whip, dashboard hologram. Overpriced, like it's big baller brain. Roll the dice, might get out of hand. Rocket Man drop on the grain. Rocket Man got your man. Rocket Man fly to Japan. Rocket Man, he don't ever land. Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man never out of gas. Rocket Man another bag. Rocket Man too bad. Rocket Man whip too fast. Rocket Man, Rocket Man.
Welcome to NBA 2K TV.
Are you ready to crown the best play of Season 3?
I know I am. At the end of every season, you get to vote on which play you think was the best of that season.
And the winner gets 100,000 VC, and they're also in the running for Top Play of the Year.
That's right. At the end of the year, we take all the season.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Starting lineups just announced. We're just about set for basketball. Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K. Hey Allie.
Well, last season, DeMar DeRozan.
Oh, incredible. Thanks, Allie. And now the opening lineup for Chicago. In it forward, it's DeRozan and Williams. The Sumo is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. And for the Hornets, Washington and Plumlee patrol the paint. Rozier out on the wing with Hayward. And it's Ball in at the point. Well, these two teams tonight, they are loaded with young talent. Doris, the future looks bright.
Well, they're loaded with young talent, and it is fearless talent. These are squads that are going to be tremendous to watch for the next several years. Tonight could be a preview of the next generation of stars to come.
Hayward for 3. Unable to get that one. And Chicago will go the other way with it. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
As they say, live by the 3, die by the 3. When you're too perimeter dependent, it's hard to maintain consistency game in and game out.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The 3 ball too critical in today's NBA.
With the 10-footer. And there's Plumlee on the assist by Ball.
Well, you've got to see the whole floor. LaMelo Ball does exactly that, finds the open man.
And it's stolen by Plumlee. Rozier outside. The 3 is up. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2.
When Terry Rozier switched teams from Boston to Charlotte, think about the level of responsibility and the burden change from one team to the other. Now a starter, now all kinds of responsibilities on his shoulders.
Personal foul, first team foul.
Just over a minute and a half in. Plumlee. That's in. Coming off an assist from Hayward.
Well, you can see how dialed in Gordon Hayward can be. When he's on his game, the vision is exceptional.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
So, Doris, what differentiates Terry Rozier at his position?
His scoring ability, his threat as both a three-point shooter and a dribble drive guy. But the key, BA, to me, and what distinguishes him, you can play him on the ball or you can play him off the ball. So he can play with another great guard and still flourish. Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And the basket by DeRozan.
Well, the danger factor that DeMar DeRozan adds on the offensive end is huge. He puts a ton of pressure on the defense.
Now here's Hayward. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Ball outside. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Here's Vucevic. 20 points for him last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And let's not forget about the assists. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
Rozier outside. Hayward outside. Up top ball. Outside for Rozier. From outside the arc. And once again off the mark by Charlotte.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Williams finds Vucevic. From the wing. Shot by Levine, no good. Charlotte's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Pass to Rozier. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
A new lineup here for Charlotte. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Andre Drummond is checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Bradley comes in for Williams. Caruso, he's checked in for Levine. And Dragic has subbed in for Dosunmu. Now here's McDaniels. Smith right side. He shoots. That one's wide left.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
I'd say there might not be anyone in the league who enjoys a nice opportunity to send it in as DeMar DeRozan. How about the bounce in his step?
Pass to McGowan's. Now here's Martin. Outside McDaniels. They need this. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one. And here in the middle of the season, these teams really coming into their own right now. They found their identity and know what they're all about, Grant.
Well, oftentimes that's what happens. I mean, these guys have had the time to gel and get to know how they like to play. And at this point, it's all about going out night after night and just executing.
And not many teams have as solid a piece to build around as the Hornets do with LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo clearly is a guy who has incredible confidence, incredible vision and passing ability. When you look at his ability to make the game easy for the players around him, and sometimes in transition to make those elite athletes look incredibly special, he is a guy that you would enjoy playing with.
Now here's Martin. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Back to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew.
I just love the ball move. And a different kind of score. DeRozan attempted 741 mid-range jumpers last year, almost 300 more than anyone else.
The free throws off from DeRozan.
You know, the determination that DeMar DeRozan plays with, it's sort of this steely, I'm going to get where I want to go, and don't sleep on his athleticism.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's McDaniels, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. Jones, he's checked in for Chicago. White comes in for DeMar DeRozan.
Bull substitution.
And here are the Bulls now.
Jones Jr.
They trail by 1.
Kobe.
The shot by Drummond, no good. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's McGowan. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Alex Caruso.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Bulls have gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Inside. That's good from Jones. And the assist by White.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's McGowan's. He's guarded by Caruso. Smith outside. Here's Martin. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play.
Hornets 16. The Bulls 13.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. Taking a look at the Hornets' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
They're getting a big contribution from the bench already.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
Ball and Rozier are the guards. At the forward spots, Hayward and Washington, and it's Williams in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hornets. Now here's Ball. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Derek Jones Jr. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Rozier. Puts it up off the inbound. Pass to Washington. Deflected by Jones. They get it back, and he gets the bucket. Chicago trailing here. Here's Dosunmu. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now here's Rozier. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Suns in Phoenix. Here's Hayward. The shot no good. Jones with some nice D. Chicago with the ball. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
Pass to Williams. And Vucevic with the block.
Boy, when Vucevic is in that area, he's capable of sending it back.
No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Chicago.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor, a lot of the damage coming in transition. Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Good chance here for Ball. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Rozier outside. Ball outside. Hayward against Levine. Can they get it? Hayward's shot is off.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Jones. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
They're really working the paint now.
Time called here. The Hornets decide to talk it over. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
Plumlee's checked in for Williams. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Stolen by Rozier. Ball outside. Chicago grabs the miss.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them. Well, multiple-time winner of the slam dunk contest, Levine has got a creative streak.
Here's Rozier. The Bulls making their last shot. Here's Hayward. Denied by DeRozan. And they get it back. Pass to Hayward. Fires the three. Chicago grabs the miss. Lesunimu's got his 4th rebound in this one. DeRozan with the ball. Now guarded by Rozier. Here's Levine. Bulls keep it alive. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And he drops it first. And every team has them. Those games where you just don't have it. Why does that happen, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think, first of all, 82 games. It's a grind of a season. You factor in traveling, injuries, players out for different reasons. You're going to have moments like this where it just doesn't happen. You know what you do? You learn from it, you move on, and you get ready for the next night. Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Dosunmu, and there's the whistle. That'll go on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the first half of basketball. Charlotte has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Smith passes to McDaniels. Pass to McGowans. 6 on the shot clock from behind the arc. Martin misses. The Bulls on offense. They're on a 16-4 run. And Williams punches it home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Bulls foul. Tony Bradley. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
He misses the free throw. Chicago making some changes. Drummond's checked in for Bradley, and it's Caruso in for Zach LaVine. He does not get the second one.
And that's surprising. He's usually automatic at the free throw line.
Now here's DeRozan. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. DeRozan's got 8.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
To the left side wing. Plumlee down low. McGowan's no good. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
The Hornets shooting just around 26% for the game. Here's Smith. Charlotte again missing. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 20-4 run. Williams on the wing. Now DeRozan. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And piling up the points at the line. He was in attack mode all night.
Here's Williams. And that's not gonna go. And so it's
Here, Hornets. 20.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing them. And that should do it with the second.
is running onto the floor.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Zach LaVine with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And so in the game for the Bulls, Williams at power forward with Vucevic at center. LaVine is the 2 with DeRozan at the 3. And it's Dosunmu in at the point guard. Hayward, good.
This is one of Hayward's go-to shots. Phenomenal at getting the space he needs.
Even as a forward, Gordon Hayward can run the offense, Grant.
Hey, B.A., he is a tremendous passer. Hayward's averaged over 5 assists a game during the season. Having Gordon in the front court really helps with ball movement.
Up top ball. Takes one from 10 feet, and he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I think the first thing that strikes you when you watch LaMelo ball is the flair and the vision he has for passing the basketball. So much so, guys, consider the second youngest star to ever hit 700 career assists. The first, LeBron James.
Yeah, that one's good.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Rozier outside. Back to ball. Pass to Washington. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Washington's got his first 2 points of the night. It's been so impressive how quickly LaMelo Ball has adapted to NBA play doors.
Well, from the outset, B.A., he has looked like he has belonged. This guy distinguished himself amongst his class of rookies. And consider now, it's really about refining point guard skills, continuing to be consistent as a perimeter shooter. Point guard position has a lot of responsibility.
Here's LaVine. Banked it in off the glass. LaVine's got 12 points.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
And this is exactly what you love to see. Up big, not letting up, keep on applying pressure to their defense.
Hayward outside. Launches it. Charlotte gets it back. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Hayward's gotten 4 this quarter.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
What you love about Mason Plumlee is there's a level of professionalism in terms of his effort and energy. He brings it every single night.
Williams is checked in for Plumlee.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your
Williams against LaVine. Vucevic, the pass to LaVine. The kick out to White. Here's Jones. That one a little long. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And you know, Doris, in addition to the effort Plumlee puts out there, he's a dependable scorer in tight.
B.A., he's going to get the vast majority of his scoring opportunities in the painted area. He can finish with either hand, and what is so underrated about his game, his ability to find people, to pass the basketball in tight spaces.
Down low, Washington, and Washington powers it through.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Here's Vucevic. Misses the baby hook. The Hornets have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist from Williams. He has 6.
Well, Gordon Hayward has an interior game that is solid. He's outstanding using his height and his touch on the interior.
Here's Jones. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Jones has got 8.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely 0 chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
And it's Washington missing. The Bulls have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. White, the pass to Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, legit threat to finish it with authority.
Pass to Washington.
2 minutes
from 13. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
It would seem to me with P.J. Washington, basketball was ingrained in his DNA. Why? Each of his parents' guys played Division I basketball.
Drummond's checked in for Chicago. Caruso comes in for White. Caruso with the bucket.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Rozier, the pass to Martin. Back to Rozier. From 11 feet away, the putback. That shot off the mark.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Caruso, the pass to Levine. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Bulls lead by 16. All right, Doris, how has it helped P.J. Washington growing up in a basketball family?
Well, I think if you have 2 college players, 2 high-level college players, it automatically means you've got 2 high-level coaches who can help develop your skills at a young age. But the other part of this, the mental aspect, such a huge advantage to have people who've been there and done that.
McDaniels with it, now guarded by Dragic. McDaniels passes to Rozier, and he dunks it down.
This guy's such a fluid, powerful athlete. No doubt, Mr. Rozier.
On the wing, Levine shoots, and Chicago again with a bucket.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Smith into the lane. That one's good for 2. Smith's got his first bucket in this one.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Into the lane. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, Dennis Smith Jr. is a tough cover because he can finish with either hand. You better not give up the lane because he'll make you look foolish.
Pass to Vucevic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Dennis Smith. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Nikola Vucevic is a capable back-to-the-basket scorer, and he plays with tremendous confidence, guys.
Plumlee's checked in for Charlotte. And the Bulls also making a change. DeRozan is checked in for Dragic. Martin against DeRozan. Pass to Smith. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Out of bounds. It'll be Hornets ball.
Substitution on the court.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's McGowan's. Drains the triple. Give him 8 points now. There's 10 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter of basketball. Fires it. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Chicago. They lead by 11 as the quarter.
The Bulls.
Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Mason Plumlee, McDaniels out there with Gordon Hayward. Then there's LaMelo Ball. That's the Hornets 5. Here's McGowan's. He's covered by Levine. Pass to McGowan's. Fires the 3. And the Hornets, another 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Almost converts despite the contact.
Dosunmu, he's checked in for Chicago. DeRozan hits them both.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
And Charlotte's shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Ball passes to McDaniels. Here's McGowan's. Ball with it. Step back and fire. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Jones Jr.
Tons of hype around LaMelo Ball, the 3rd overall pick in 2020. Just like you, Grant.
Yeah, although the draft was a little different back in my day. But let me tell you, B.A., there is so much pressure being a top 3 pick. It's really impressive that LaMelo has lived up to the lofty expectations.
Williams is checked in for Jones. And it's good for 2. Here's Ball. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Here's Rozier. That's in. Coming off an assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 3rd assist of the night.
There is no fear when it comes to Terry Rozier. This guy is scorer at heart, even if it means getting it done in the painted area.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Caruso finds DeRozan, shoots over Hayward, and it's DeRozan missing. On offense, here are the Hornets. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
After a poor offensive first half, some nice adjustments made by this staff, and their shooting percentage is climbing.
Williams' shot is good.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Ball passes to Hayward, to the paint. And Washington powers it through.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's
wow! Incredible!
And DeMar DeRozan says, I've got a little showman in me. My goodness gracious, sets the crowd on fire with that one.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Well, a careless foul. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws. Rebuilding a team is as challenging a proposition as ever, especially for smaller franchises, Doris.
I think, BA, certainly those smaller markets face some challenges that larger markets do not. But I would also point to the success of Milwaukee. They had success in their draft. They invested in your talent in terms of player development. So to build a playoff-ready team, there are so many things that must be in place. But you also have to have some luck. Nobody knew how good Giannis or Nikola were going to be. Well, great possession there. Anytime you end up at the rim with a high percentage look, perfect.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well here's a summary of what Steve Clifford went over with his team during the break, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
LaMelo Ball loves creating for his team. I love the look right there. Just so easy to play with.
Williams' shot is good.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Charlotte trailing. Rozier, the pass to Ball. High post Plumlee, working on Vucevic. Plumlee, no good.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Here's Williams. The Hornets pull it in. Plumlee's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Ball, and Ball throws it down.
What an exciting young star LaMelo Ball is. Already a fan favorite if he's in the open court. Look out.
And there's the foul. It'll go on DeMar DeRozan. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Levine, he's checked in for Dosunmu. Here's Ball. And again, it's Charlotte converting.
Well, LaMelo Ball relishes these moments. That young man has no fear.
Now a timeout called by Chicago.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
And now a moment to present the New Balance player of the game, Nikola Vucevic.
Defensively, they were not prepared for his inside game. They were not able to deny him the ball. And once he got it, he was so quick and able to get to work. Just a masterful performance in the paint tonight.
Rozier finds Ball. And again, it's Charlotte converting.
Well, you have to be willing to take what the defender gives you. LaMelo Ball gets into that mid-range, makes the defender pay.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Washington. Here's Williams. On the wing, DeRozan. It's hauled in by Hayward. Rozier, left side. That's in. Coming off an assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 7 assists in the game.
No one Rozier would rather have in a big spot than himself, and he delivers.
Here's Levine, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Chicago?
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
To the inside, Williams, and Williams punches it home.
This is what you call pulling the strings on the offensive end. Dragic with an assist, yes sir.
The floater. Here's Plumlee, and a nice finish on the layup. That gives him a double-double.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Here's DeRozan. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. DeRozan's got 6 points in the quarter.
And this is why they want the ball in DeRozan's hand. This guy is stone cold under pressure.
It's tipped. Hayward against Levine. Shoots over Rozier. Releases. Again, the Bulls score.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Timeout call, the Hornets. They're down by 7. 44 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Washington. Charlotte again missing.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Levine can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Money!
Never one to shy away. Terry Rozier says, I've got the answer right here.
Chicago calls timeout. They're in front by 5. 29 seconds left in the game.
Timeout for the Bulls. Okay, fans.
Dragic passes to Vucevic, and now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
That's how you protect a lead. Build it out with clutch free throws.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. They're down by 7. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6.
The value to me of Goran Dragic is he can play both guard positions. He can play any style of basketball, up-tempo or half-court. Coach can make any ask, and Goran is capable of delivering.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. It's Hayward on the wing. Ball outside. From deep. The shot that time not on target. No good. This one belongs to Chicago. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And